sunrise, and we are crossing the Bay Bridge on our way from San Francisco to Yosemite National Park. The early morning glow at Oakland changes quickly as we travel through the Bay Area townships. I always find it fascinating seeing the rows of wind generators. The bus driver said there are over 7,000 towers here. We're in a small bus, about 24 seats, but it is comfortable.
When you look at the water levels when the opening comes up, further illustrates the drought, the severe drought that we've had, what you see here. And usually the water at the right height is crystal clear. It's gotten very murky. It goes back to 1853.
It is always interesting to travel through the small towns and rural areas of the United States. Life here is so different to what it is in the large cities. It takes about 4 hours from our hotel pickup in San Francisco to the time we arrive at the gates of Yosemite National Park. We can see that it's going to be a warm day. And we all got our National Park Yosemite information sheet.
Okay, we should be down to the valley floor in about 25 minutes. We're going to do some steep descents. We're working our way up.
As we drive down to Yosemite Valley, we'll be stopping at selected viewpoints to take photographs and to enjoy the perspective. And there ahead of us is one of the iconic views of Yosemite National Park, Half Dome. Half Dome was made famous by the photography of Ansel Adams. He took some classic photos early in the 20th century. And there's another view down the Yosemite Valley, and notice how even the summit line looks. The size of the parking space available and the number of tourists standing here, we know that this is one of the famous views looking down into Yosemite Valley. This is from tunnel view, and Half Dome is still in the distance. And let's take a shot without the tourists in the foreground. Half Dome rises 1,500 meters from the valley floor. But we can't stay too long looking at this lovely view. It's time to catch our bus and carry on to the next port of call. Yosemite National Park is part of the Sierra Nevadas, and while these mountains were formed 10 million years ago, it was only 1 million years ago that the glaciers began to reshape the landscape into the beautiful U-shaped valleys that we see today. In the Yosemite Valley, glacial ice could have been 1,200 meters thick. Look carefully and you may be able to spot climbers on the rock face and size against the immensity of El Capitane's granite cliff face. This is one of the great climbing areas of the world. It rises up about 900 meters from the valley floor. And besides rope and free climbing, it's also a venue for base jumping. Around 4 million visitors come to the park each year. They come to see the towering granite rock faces and the cascading waterfalls.
Look at the bottom of this.
We are visiting on a sunny autumn day. A good time to see the fall colours at their best. Besides the granite cliffs and the cascading waterfalls, tourists are attracted by the stands of sequoia. My childhood memories of Yosemite National Park include photos of cars driving through trees. And here it is. This is the tree, although the road has long ago been closed to cars. And sequoias are certainly some of the great forest giants. And as the shadows lengthen, it's time to leave Yosemite National Park and head back to San Francisco and the evening views. It's certainly been a very enjoyable trip.